initial result of the test presents Type A personalities as ambitious, organized, caring, truthful, supportive, and proactive individuals. The results imply that Type A people are deeply fused with their work and could be described as workaholics. The test comments on Type A's tendency to overload themselves with work that requires multitasking and pushing themselves with deadlines. In an article by Ofojebe et al., centered on different reactions to emotional and stressful experiences from both types, the authors further describe people with Type A personalities. According to Ofojebe et al., Type A behavioral pattern is characterized by competitiveness and time urgency. Although the test results imply that Type A personalities are more likely to show workaholic traits, Ofojebe et al. Note that Type A personalities frequently perceive the work environment as negative. The article notes that the contradiction from the initial characterization happens due to the self-appraisal trait, as Type A individuals often have difficulties objectively evaluating their work. The overall definition of the Type A personality implies tension in muscles and differences in coping with time. The initial test results do not list specific benefits or weaknesses for each type, as some could be perceived as benefits or disadvantages depending on the situation. For example, the competitive drive could benefit the Type A individuals. However, it is heavily implied in the results that a negative achievement-driven mentality accompanies the competitive drive. As all Type A personalities struggle with time, they could be characterized as impatient people who push themselves with deadlines. However, the statement also implies that these people are obsessed with time management and potentially will do anything in their possibilities to be on time. Although some of the characterizations could be perceived as neutral, there also are undoubtful benefits and drawbacks. In the results segment, the test lists such undoubted benefits of Type A personalities as a willingness to help other people, proactiveness, and organizational skills. The logical addition to these benefits would be determining the goal and holding themselves and other people to a higher standard. Type A people are more business-oriented and have a higher chance of becoming successful in career achievements. That Type A people are more frequent in urban areas and occupy managerial and leadership positions in different fields, from sales to technical works. Moreover, Type A personalities are more likely to become skilled in artisanship. Extreme hostility, aggressiveness, short temper, and vulnerability to stress are listed as a part of the unconditional disadvantages of Type A personalities. Furthermore, Type A personalities are more likely to stress from failures and setbacks and easily become angry or triggered by minor inconveniences. People with Type A personality could potentially manipulate their coworkers and evoke negative responses in the working environment. According to Ofojebe et al., the majority of cases of burnout from work related to Type A individuals, as due to their self-appraisal trait, people with Type A personality might perceive minor accidents as injustice. However, as Ofojebe et al. Note, the society nowadays is more industrialized than when Friedman and Rosenman introduced the theory. Therefore, Type A personalities are more likely to adapt to the fast-changing world, and Type A might later become the base for modern society. You can find this and many other essay samples on our website studycorgi.com.